So, as we all know, Paramount Pictures has recently decided to butcher the famous Sega mascot, Sonic the Hedgehog, in its most recent, I guess what you can call a live action adaptation. Although, it is noted that the fans were able to get Sonic's appearance changed. But, is that really going to be enough to save this movie? I think not! As we all know by now, live-action video game adaptations don't tend to go well whenever they are attempted. Ever. I'm looking at you, Assassin's Creed. How do you mess up ninjas? I'm not sure. But even with an improved character model, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie is bound to fall horribly flat. Nobody cares! You're wrong, porn stash Jim Carrey. I care. And I know I'm not the only one. We've all been here from the bright days of Sonic Adventure all the way up until the low points of Sonic 06 and Sonic Unleashed. That game sucked! And I must say, this movie is lacking a certain level of something that even the worst of Sonic games tend to get right. Besides the fact that Sonic is blue and fast and Eggman is kinda smart. Nobody cares! Clearly. It doesn't feel like the movie wants to draw any inspiration from the source material, which I don't know why, because there are so many things they could choose from. Now, I'm not saying they should adapt the video games to a T, but they have plenty of options to at least lay the groundwork of the movie. Just take a good look at the MCU. Everyone loves the MCU. I love the MCU. They don't follow the comic books to a T at all. In every adaptation, there are changes made so the movie isn't predictable and feels fresh. However, in the Sonic movie, there is a level of depth that is just missing here. Quick thing, I guarantee this guy does nothing important.
Neither do you talk behind the screen.
From what I can gather, Sonic comes from an alternate world and he's here to save our planet. More than likely from something that has come from his own world.
Basically, it looks like I'm gonna have to save your planet.
Also, he's super fast and funny and stuff.
And he's blue.
Dr. Eggman, on the other hand, is just some scientist who was hired by the government to take care of Sonic. And somewhere down the line he becomes obsessed with Sonic. And that obsession leads to his appearance changing. And leads to him getting crazier. Okay. I believe you. I'm sure they have some kind of logical explanation as to why Eggman begins to look the way he does. I'm sure they won't use a cliche explosion just to make sure he looks like this in the end. And I'm really hoping that this isn't the ending shot of the movie. Sure, sounds dandy. You want to make an origin story for why Eggman hates the Hedgehog. That would be good, but you have more than a few problems. But one of the big problems is Sonic's role in the story. I'm not saying that he's not meant to be the hero, it's just the way that he's presented as the hero that's the problem. Allow me to explain. Despite his speed, Sonic is a very laid-back character. 9 times out of 10, when you catch him in the beginning of his stories, he's usually relaxing and enjoying his time. It's not until the bad guy shows up where Sonic is forced to do something and react in a very heroic way. He's never been a very proactive character. He doesn't just go out running and look for evil. He's usually just trying to enjoy his life and enjoy his time. But evil tends to get in the way of Sonic enjoying his time. Therefore, as long as there's evil, Sonic can't enjoy his time. Instead, in the movie, you have Sonic proactively looking for whatever is causing trouble in the real world, which causes the government to react and hire Jim Carrey. I mean, Dr. fucking Eggman. In the source material, however, it is Dr. Robotnik wreaking havoc on the innocent animals of Sonic's world. No portals, no alternate dimensions. Sonic and Dr. Eggman share the same reality. And all Dr. Eggman wants to do is capture all the animals that are in Sonic's world, and he wants to capture them, slaughter them, and then convert them into robots. I repeat, he's going to capture these animals, slaughter them, and then turn them into robots. That's a complete waste of perfectly good chickens. Nobody cares. And the reason Dr. Robotnik is doing all this is just so he can have his own robotic empire that he can dictate himself. It just so happens he wants to dictate the whole world.
He's a dick.
Dr. Robotnik targeting small innocent animals and Sonic being an animal himself, and also living in the same world as Eggman, would have no choice but to rise up and interrupt the evil doctor's plans. With that being said, Does this movie seem anywhere near as interesting as that?
I think not.
I'm pretty sure at this point Paramount Pictures just handed the director a checklist that said, make him blue, make him fast, and make him funny. Ooh, and make sure we have Jim Carrey. We gotta have Jim Carrey. Now, I know that there are people who are working on this, dedicating their lives to try to make this movie some kind of decent. So if the movie ends up somehow being amazing, I would have no problem eating my words here, and I would have no problem admitting I was wrong. I'm just a fool on the internet criticizing a movie that hasn't even come out yet and is based off one trailer. I'm well aware of how this looks, so I have a little bit of faith that somehow this movie can end up being... Is he throwing up devil horns? Never mind, this movie stinks.
Movie sucks.
So in case somehow you missed the last 5 minutes of this video, the reason the Sonic movie can still fail is because the plot. But that's just what I think. I want to hear what you guys think down in the comments below. And if you like my content here and you want to see more, please don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. It would mean so much to me and the growth of my channel. I upload daily, so please look forward to the next video. You're watching Hero News. Stay humble, stay safe. Have a good one.